Hi students, Assalamu alaikum. This is a Wahid Yusuf, your English teacher. And as you know that in this series of lectures, we are currently discussing a topic that is narration. And we have almost completed that. We have completed that, yes. And see, today in this lecture, we'll do some exercise here which are very important, these sentences, they are very important as far as your examination is concerned. I have picked some these interrogative sentences, some imperative sentences as well. So but before that, before discussing these sentences, I shall recapitulate the narration, the topic that is narration, to you people once again. In a brief, I shall recapitulate what this narration is and what rules are followed in this narration. See, as far as this narration is concerned, in the very first lecture of this topic, I told you that a narration is art of narrating somebody's words. So I can narrate somebody's words in two ways. One is direct speech and another is indirect speech. Direct speech means when I quote the exact words of the speaker without adding my own. And indirect speech is when I keep the content of the words of somebody, but I write them in my own words, that is indirect speech. And after that, we discussed some important points about direct speech and some important points about indirect speech. I told you about direct speech that we begin both the parts with capital letters, and these two parts are separated by a comma, and then the reported speech, the exact words of the speaker, they are put inside quotation marks or inverted commas. So these things we discussed as far as this direct speech is concerned. And then we discussed indirect speech, and I told you that in indirect speech, what we do, what points we take care of, we take care of certain things there as well. We don't put these inverted commas anywhere. We don't put a comma to separate these two parts. And then we started doing general rules, and I told you that as far as general rules are concerned, these rules are followed in every kind of sentence, whether that is interrogative sentence, any other sentence, etc. So when we discuss general rules, the first rule we discussed that the reporting verb in direct speech, that is changed according to the reported speech in direct speech. See, we have reporting verb and we have reported speech. This reporting verb, it will see the mode, it will check, it will be changed according to this reported speech. For example, if this reported speech is interrogative sentence, this will become asked. If this is assertive sentence, this will become told, etc. So second rule was rules concerning the change in tenses, that is how tenses are changed while we change a direct speech into indirect. And I told you that present tenses are changed into corresponding tenses. And then as far as past tenses are concerned, past tenses, past simple becomes past perfect, and past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. And the rest of the two tenses, that is past perfect and past perfect continuous, they remain unchanged. After that, we also discussed that will becomes would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, and other these auxiliaries, they remain unchanged. And I told you about verb forms as well. For example, if we have sentences where we have is, that becomes was, were, etc. So that is how I told you about rules concerning tenses. Then we discussed rules concerning pronouns, particularly personal pronouns. I told you first persons are changed according to the subject of the reporting verb, second persons are changed according to the object of the reporting verb, and third persons remain unchanged. And then we discussed some words which show nearness, some words which denote time, position, they are changed into words which show remoteness, which show distance. So those words we also discussed. And after that, we came to sentences, different types of sentences, where we discussed specific rules. specific rules which are followed in particular sentences. For example, there are some rules which are known as general and they are followed in every kind of sentence. For example, we have assertive, interrogative, optative, imperative sentences other than these. So as far as these specific rules are concerned, in assertive sentences they are different, in interrogative sentences they are different, in imperative sentences they are different. So we also discussed these specific rules one by one and with reference to the sentences, and we discussed certain sentences, for example, assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, exclamatory sentences, imperative sentences, optative sentences, and sentences starting with let. We discussed all these sentences under this heading, that is narration. And today we shall conclude this topic. But before concluding this topic, I would love to solve this exercise. I love to change these sentences because they will give you a more idea. They'll give you more idea how things are changed. We'll apply all these rules on these sentences. You can do a bit of practice at your home as well. You can find so many these sentences, direct sentences, and you can try to change them into indirect yourself, and then you can cross check yourself whether you have done it correctly or incorrectly. Okay, see, now we shall try to change these sentences. See, the first sentence is, Shoaib said to his wife, which of these clothes do you like most? Shoaib said to his wife, which of these clothes do you like most? See, this is see, the first thing you have to take care of is you have to recognize the sentence first, because if we don't know which kind of sentence is this, we can't change it properly, because rules differ from one sentence to another. So if we don't know what kind of sentence is this, we can't change it properly. We should make mistakes. We can commit mistakes there. See, which of these clothes do you like most? So there is a question mark. So it is a question. So when we read the rule regarding interrogative sentences, I told you that questions can be converted in two ways. If the question starts with auxiliary verb, we change that in one way. And if the question starts with WH word, that is changed differently. So here, see, first, Shoaib said to his wife. Shoaib asked his wife. Why asked? Because it is a question. So it is a question. That is why we wrote asked instead of said. See, this sentence, it is an interrogative sentence. And it has also started with which. First thing, we know that when we have question which starts with WH word, we write that question with that very WH word. We start that question with that very WH word. We introduce that reported speech in indirect speech with that very question word. So we'll write which. Now see, the question is here. Which of these clothes do you like? So there is this word these. It will become those. These, those. Nearness, distance. So which of these clothes do you like most? First thing, when we change an interrogative sentence, we take care of certain things. One, general rules. Second, reporting verb is changed into asked, inquired, demanded, wanted, etc. Second, this was second. And third, if the question starts with auxiliary verb, if or whether is used to introduce that part in indirect speech. But if the question starts with WH word, the same word is used to introduce the part in indirect speech. So this question starts with WH word. That is why we wrote which here. Then another thing, that this interrogative mood is changed into assertive mood. This interrogative mood is changed into assertive mood. So we have to change tense, one, pronouns, second, we have to change some words which show nearness, third, we have to change mood of the sentence as well. We have to change mood of the sentence as well. A reporting verb we changed and we also wrote which here. Now we'll check the question. See, which of these clothes do you like most? See, watch this carefully. First we'll change the tense of this sentence. Which of these clothes do you like most? So it is in present tense. It is in present simple tense. Present simple becomes past simple. We'll write which of these clothes did you like most? So it will become which of these clothes did you like most? Did you like most? So tense is changing. Now we'll change the pronouns. We'll change the pronouns. Which of these clothes do you? So we have you. You is changed into the object. You will be changed into the object of the reporting verb. So this is wife. Wife is third person name here. So third person singular name, that is female. So we'll write her. Instead of wife, we'll write her. Which of these clothes did, sorry, not her, she. So this woman, she is third person. She is third person, but here she is object. We have to write the subject of this third person. So it will become she. Which of these clothes did she like most? So pronouns also change. Pronouns also change. Now words. Which of these clothes did she like most? So these will become those. These will become those. And then now we will change the mood. Which of those clothes did she like the most? The most. We should have written the most. Which of those clothes did she like the most? Now changing its mood, it will become which of those clothes she liked most, because this did will be omitted in past simple tense. In past simple tense, in affirmative sentences, we don't use did. We don't use did plus V1. We instead use V2. We instead use V2. That is how this did plus like became liked. It becomes liked here because this is assertive and affirmative sentence. This is affirmative sentence. So that is it doesn't remain interrogative sentence anymore. It becomes assertive because interrogative mood is changed into assertive. So the correct answer should be Shahab asked his wife which of those clothes she liked the most. Which of those clothes she liked the most. This is how we can change these sentences. This was the first one. I hope you might have understood it. I made it I did it in steps. I did it in steps so that you may understand it in an easier way. Second, he said to his friend, can you help me in uploading this video? We'll just apply these things to it also. So what we change? Tenses, pronouns, then words denoting nearness, then mood. Okay, so these things we change. So he said to his friend, we'll write he asked his friend. He asked his friend. So can you help me in uploading this video? Can you help me in uploading this video? So when a question starts with auxiliary verb, what we do, we write if for whether. We write if for whether here. Now we wrote he asked his friend if. Now we'll change it. See, can, right from here, can you help me in uploading this video? First we'll change tense. So can will become could. It will become, could you help me in uploading this video? So tenses are changed. Now we'll change pronouns. Could you, one, there is you. So you is changed. You is second person. Second persons are changed according to the object. So friend is third person name, but it is here object, but you is subject here. So friend is subjective form is he. So it will become, could he help me? Now me is first person pronoun. But objective form. So he said to his friend, could you help me? Me will be changed according to the subject of reporting verb, that is he. So his objective form is him. Could he? Yes. Could he help him in uploading this video? So tenses are changed, pronouns are changed. Now we will see whether there is any word that show nearness. So there is this word, this video, that will become that video. Now mood is very necessary, because till now we have changed its tenses, we have changed its pronouns, we have changed its these words which show nearness, but still it is an interrogative sentence. For example, could he help him in uploading that video? It is still an interrogative sentence. How we can make it an assertive? We can change this. He could help him in uploading that video. This is that. So could he becomes he could. So subject verb replacement. That is how these sentences like these are changed from these interrogative to assertive. So he asked his friend if he could help him in uploading that video. This is how these sentences are done. So now we have a third one. Jack's father said to him, do not be impatient about results of your exams. Do not be impatient about the results of your exam. So this is an imperative sentence. So Jack's father advised him. So when we have imperative sentence, we change that into infinitive. Sometimes we can change that using that plus should. But here, when we change an imperative sentence into infinitive, we start that plus. We start writing that with to. So, but it is negative. I told you, positives are made by placing to before the imperative, and negatives are made by placing not to before the imperative. So do not is negative, will place not to. So Jack's father advised him not to be impatient about the results of your. Now this your will change according to the object. So object is him. Your is possessive case of second persons. Case of second person pronoun. So it him's possessive case is his. So it will become not to be impatient about the results of his examination. So this is how third sentence is changed. Now fourth, the student said to the teacher, please mark me present. Please mark. Again, interrogate this imperative sentence. The student requested the teacher. What? Please will be removed. Words like this, please, hi, extra, kindly. So these words are removed. So it will become the student has requested the teacher to mark them. Why them? Because this is me. Sorry, so mark him, sorry. It is this is me. It will change into the student. It is a singular. It is a singular. That is why I wrote him here. So otherwise, if they were students, it will become them. So this me is first person pronoun. It will change according to the subject. Subject is the student, so it is singular subject. Here also it is singular, so it is third person. We'll write the third person singular subject here, third person singular object here, because me is at the objective form. We'll write the student is objective form. That is him. That is him. So to mark him present. To mark him present. The student requested the teacher to mark him present. That is how this is done. And now the fifth one. He said, please daddy, let me attend the birthday party of my friend. We were discussing these sentences yesterday. This sentence starts with let. It starts with let, and sentence starts with let. They show this proposal, they show request, they show order, and sometimes they mean to allow. And he said, please daddy, let me attend the birthday party. We'll write, he requested his daddy. Now, what kind of sentence is this? So he is asking for permission. Permission means to allow him. He is asking his father to allow him. So we'll write, he requested his daddy to permit him or to allow him attend the birthday party of his friend. And now the last sentence here. Can you tell me your father's name? Said the teacher to the boy. It is for you. It is your homework, because we have already done 2 sentences like this. So you better change it yourself, and I hope you can change it very easily. So this is the topic narration. We completed it today, and inshallah, I believe that you might have understood this, and you can convert any kind of sentence from direct to indirect when you sit in your exams or anywhere when you try to change a direct sentence into indirect by following all these rules. This is easy. Just one thing you have to take care of these rules. Some general rules, some specific rules, some important pointers regarding different sentences. So all these things you have to take care of, and then you can change any kind of sentence from direct to indirect. And as far as the next topic is concerned, I believe that we'll start another topic that is in your syllabus, that is relative clause. Relative clauses we'll discuss in the coming lectures, I believe that. And with this, I conclude today's lecture, and Allah Hafiz, and thank you.